On the July morning when Bingham crested this rise, to his amazement, he saw the ruins of an overgrown stone city perched on a narrow saddle of the Andes. The sight, he said, held me spellbound, literally paralyzed as by enchantment, the spell of wonder. Bingham called the place by its local name, Machu Pichu, which means ancient summit. Machu Picchu is a destination every traveler aspires to experience. Why? It may be because it is just so transcendently beautiful. This is the wonder of beauty.
Look at these mountains. It's like sprouts of stone, of boulders coming up from the earth. It's a place where life is all around, a place of beauty. One of the attributes of God is beauty. And that's what locals call this. The mountains, they call their gods. It's the spots of power, the spots of beauty.
Were the Inca a spiritual people?
Yes, and manifestations of spirituality in their religious structure referred to nature, referred to the rivers, referred to the clouds, referred to the sun, referred to the moon, referred to what is tangible. The Incas have such a strong sense of aesthetics that their monuments, their doings, after over 500 years, you can see how strong it is. They produced monuments like this in the middle of nowhere with such a sense of simplicity, such a sense of doing what's needed to be done, but with an artful understanding of aesthetics.
Standing here, the world spreads out before me, the deep valley of the Urubamba River and the distant ridge of the Andes that encircle Machu Picchu. It's as if we're flying with a condor's view of this riddle of a ruin. Temples, terraces, shrines, and sundials, all pieces of an exquisite puzzle. Was this the royal retreat of the Inca, where the beautiful artifacts and icons, where the wealth and wonder of the ancients were once hidden? Or a religious site, the complex is dominated by sacred temples and shrines? Or perhaps there's an archaeo-astronomical explanation. Was Machu Picchu a giant observatory, tracking the sun's passage across the sky? The Temple of the Sun was crafted in the traditional method, carved granite, no mortar, but with one striking difference. Each block was angled back so that it would form a perfect crescent shape to surround the sacred stone within. Its two windows point to auspicious constellations and align with the summer solstice, so the sun's first rays strike the interior stone. There's a theory called the architecture of happiness, that certain constructions make us feel blissful and joyful. And this is one of them. What is it about this architecture that does that?
It's simplicity. Okay. It's so difficult to achieve simplicity in our doings, in our life, in our lifestyle, and this is a place of simplicity.
Maybe we'll always have more questions than answers about Machu Picchu, but in the mystery there is a beauty that transcends the rabble of the senses.
People come here and they are awed by beauty. They are awed by what we're experiencing right now. We feel that there's something that moves us into just coming into yourself, some sort of introspection, into those rare moments in modern life where you can actually get to be with yourself. How can you not be moved? There's something that the people express when they go home. And there's something that moves them.
Beauty is sometimes best when partially veiled, when it is an ambiguous, unfinished narrative. It fires us with wonder.
This is the cloud forest, where the manifestation of life happens 1 minute after the other one. It's not a stable world. It's a moving piece of art.
The Inca knew something we seek. When order combines with complexity, when elegance appears effortless, and there is a coherent but unspoken relationship among the parts, then there is enduring beauty.